Good afternoon, students. Welcome to our Vidyabhushan English Primary School, the Hisarist Online Studies Standard 3. Myself, Mrs. Ankita Kathore. Today our subject is Maths and we are going to learn measurement of time. Now student, today our subject is Maths and we are going to learn our remaining part of the lesson, measurement of time. Now children, you can understand the time given in the each clock. So in this first, write in hours and minutes the time that each clock is showing. So you have to write here hours and minutes. So here we are going to write 4 hours and 5 minutes. See, 5 minutes are there. Minute hand is on 1. So 5 minutes are there. And hour hand is showing 4 hours. So we write here 4 hours and 5 minutes. Now in this second clock, here 3 hours and 20 minutes are there. The clock is showing 3 hours and 20 minutes. In this clock you have to count 5 minutes accordingly and see the hour hand on which number. So here again 7 past, hour hand is past 7 number. So 7 hours are completed. So 7 hours and 35 minutes are this clock is showing. Now in the next clock, hour hand is on 10 and passed by 9. Means hour hand passed by 9. 10 is not completed. Here 9 hours are completed. So we have to write 9 hours and how many minutes passed are 55. So we'll write 9 hours and 55 minutes. You can understand, student, easily that how many hours are passed by the hour hand. You have to write the complete hours over here and the minutes, complete minutes, you have to write over here. Now read the given time and draw the hands of the clock below to show that time. Now here 10 minutes past 5. You have to show the hours and minutes hand over here. We have already learned this in first video. So 10 minutes past 5. So minute hand is on 2 and 10 minutes passed by 5. So 5, in between 5 and 6, hour hand is there. Again 5 minutes past 9. So minute hand is on 1. 5 minutes passed by 9. So hour hand is on 9. 20 minutes past 6. So 20 minutes we have to count 5 plus 5, 10, 15 and 20. So minute hand is on 4 and passed by 6. So hour hand is on 6. And the last one, 35 minutes past 11. So here you have to count the 35 minutes. So minute hand is on 7 and passed by 11. So hour hand past 11. This way children, you have to write the time. You have to write the time in hours and minutes and you have to show the hands of the clock whatever time is given. Now write in the table below approximately how many times and or how many minutes or hours or days it takes for each of the following to happen. Now here some actions are given, and for that actions, how many minutes, hours, days takes to happen, you have to write the time. So rice gets cooked in the pressure cooker. How many minutes are there? 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, rice gets cooked in pressure cooker. A cow is milked. How much time it's required, we have to write. A cow is milked. So children, we have to write 30 minutes. Mother cooks a meal. It's 1 hour. The water tank gets filled. It took how much time it took? The water tank gets filled. It took 20 minutes. A sweater is knitted. Now it requires much more time. So we will not write this in minutes and hours. We'll write in days. So sweater is knitted in 15 days. A rosebud blooms into a flower. A rosebud is bloom into a flower. It becomes first. It is also a slower process. The bud is very tiny at the starting. It is very small. So it took 8 days to blooms into a flower. This way, children, you have to write the approximately time. In the table below, fill in the main things you do in a day, the times at which you do them, and the positions of the hands of the clock at each of those times. Means here, children, what I do, you have to write it serially. What you are doing in a day, you have to write all the actions over here. Then time in a clock, you have to write time in the clock, like get up in the morning. At what time you get up in the morning, and the time shown in the clock, you have to write the time here. 15 minutes past 6 I am getting up in the morning. And positions of the hands of the clock, short hand just after 6 and long hand at 3. If there is a 15 minutes past 6, then you have to write the position of the hands, short hand and long hands position you have to write in this column. This way, children, you have to complete this table. You have to write 5 things, at least 5 actions what you are doing in a day in this table. I'll give you in this table in worksheet, so you have to write it. Now here, children, find out what you can about the following kids kinds of clocks, watches. Now find out what you can about the following kinds of clocks and watches. There are many clocks and types of watches are there. The clock in the mobile phone, the pendulum clock, the stopwatch, the sundial, the clockwork clock, the automatic clock or watch, the hourglass. You can see many types of clocks and watches. So you have to draw any one clock or watch in your notebook. Thank you. Thank you. Like and subscribe my channel.